How's everybody doing today? Hopefully everyone's good. Hopefully everyone's having a fun time. Today we got a bunch of fun battles for you guys today. Messages from the Stars is the song that's playing. I know it doesn't say that, but I didn't want to have some anime girls dancing when I was getting on here, so this is the best I got. All right, let's get into the videos, guys. What do you think? Okay, let's go. And we are into the video, guys. We have a very interesting team here. We got Scrafty with Shadow, ALOLAN, MAROWAK, and Noctowl. Now, I love Shadow, ALOLAN, MAROWAK, except for when it's against Swampert. Here's the thing about Swampert, guys. It takes really zero skill to play Swampert. I get so frustrated sometimes with Swampert because it has so little weaknesses and can just spam out Hydro Cannons that are neutral against literally everything. So it's just a really good Pokemon. I've used it in the past, obviously. I'm not trying to hate or anything like that. It just doesn't take a lot of skill to play Swampert, right? Let's see. We got Scrafty, ALOLAN, MAROWAK, Shadow, as well as Noctowl. Now, this opponent did lag out, or just decided to give up on the match. They thought, they let that Hydro Cannon go through. They must be pretty good at the game. So they're running a very interesting team, guys. Like, a lot of the games, I just feel like something's going on. Something fishy's going on. Because if you think about it, what is their lead, right? They have a Venusaur on the lead, right? That beats my Scrafty 100% of the time. They get to Frenzy Plants 1,000 times quicker than I get to Foul Plays, and they do way more damage with it. On my safe swap, they have a complete hard counter with the Swampert. And then if I were to have a different safe swap, they have a completely different hard counter. So it's just like, I don't know what to do at that point. What do you do in that match? I feel like winning lead is super important. I do have a really good catch here. I do catch the Icicle Spear onto my Shadow, ALOLAN, MAROWAK, which is really awesome. Obviously, still going to have to shield one, but it allows my Shadow, ALOLAN, MAROWAK to get up a ton of energy here, guys. And this energy is going to be pretty useful. I'm going to be able to go for a Shadow Bone against this Galarian Stunfisk here. This is going to be doing a ton of damage, nearly 40% of the damage, and each one of these Fire Spins is doing, 8% damage. So when you get all these Fire Spins added up, Bone Clubs added up, stuff starts to add up, guys. We are going to be able to do a ton of damage. They're obviously going to be able to Rock Slide us. And they're going to bring in an Altaria here. Now, this could definitely be a little bit of a tricky matchup. Altaria is definitely a little tricky. And I feel like there was definitely some sort of glitch going on, because if you guys can see, I'm getting the normal Dragon Breath damage done to my Noctowl, but the animation isn't one turn at a time. It looks like the Dragon Breath is happening every 2 turns. So I don't really know what that's about. A lot of glitches on this game so far, this match, these first couple of matches, I don't know. Opponent lagged out, added a couple interesting things. We're going to be able to go to the Sky Attack here, and that's going to be definitely able to take out this Altaria. Actually, I lied. Not quite able to take it out. They are going to end up throwing here on the G Stunfisk, and they definitely could have built up a little bit more energy than they did. So I am going to be able to farm down with the Scrafty, go for a power-up punch to win the game here. And that's a good game too. I definitely want to see some battles where we may have a little bit more tricky of opponents, where it's not lagging that much. This is definitely a very good matchup for our opponent. Araquanid into Scrafty. Scrafty does not like to see Araquanid. Obviously, the Foul Plays are going to be able to hit for very good damage. Now, if you didn't know this, Scrafty's actually rated the #1 lead in PvPoke. So it is ranked above every other Pokemon for a lead in Pokemon Go on PvPoke. So that is pretty interesting. It means it wins most lead scenarios, right? But to tell you, I did this team probably 3 or 4 sets of this team. And in one set, I'm not kidding, guys, I had an Azumarill on every lead. It just happens like that sometimes. And then what you'll have is an Azumarill, right, with a Swampert and a Bastiodon. You're just like, all right, you know what? That's fine with me, right? And of course, you can do some things to, help out, like just let your, you can try and flip it. But at the same time, man, if they just have answers to all 3 Pokemon in the back, like they do here, there's just positively nothing I can do, Trevenant in the back, these Shadow Claws are just going to rip through us. They do not even have to throw a charge move here. I'm going to be able to, get farmed down there and still get farmed down by the Trevenant. So obviously Trevenant, good pick. Not have my Noctowl in hand, so that's the obvious answer to the Trevenant. One thing I will mention is my Shadow Alolan Marowak is actually 2 power-ups short of what it needs to be. It needs to get powered up 2 more times. So we are a little bit at a disadvantage here. Obviously, it could be powered up a couple more times here. And, you know, I am going to commit the double shield. Lunges are double resisted. Ghost typing resists them. Fire typing resists them. So definitely tough to get double baited like that when discharge is the same amount of energy and would be doing a ton of damage, right? We're going to go for just straight bone clubs here, because what's going to happen is these bone clubs and these fire spins are going to start to add up, guys. They don't seem like a ton of damage at the start, but as you can see, you know, we are at a 3rd bone club, and this G Stunfisk is already below 30% health, and we actually get it into the red by the time that G Stunfisk is out of there. And, you know, we make a really, really awesome play here. Obviously, we bring in the Scrafty and then swap in our flying type to catch the Earthquake, but it simply does not matter, because if they have a counter in the back, there's no amount of outplay that could have won me this game. You know what I mean? Pidgeot is a definite hole in this team. Azumarill is definitely a hole in this team, and that's what you'll see when you run Pokemon, right? You run in the Go Battle League, you'll see Pokemon that are good against your own. And, you know, people try and say, you know, there's no thing, but you know what? The amount of Pidgeots I have seen in the last 3 months is 1. So that's all I'll say, you know. I haven't seen Pidgeot in a while. All right, we got obviously a really bad lead here. Going to be able to swap in this Marowak, and they're going to bring in a Bastiodon. So I'm thinking it's definitely going to be Bastiodon double grass here, which if I'm able to, I'm going to be able to align my Scrafty to take out the Bastiodon, and then my Noctowl will have free reign really over whatever I'm able to get through here. Definitely when you see a Shadow Victreebel and a Bastiodon, you're going to think there's definitely another grass type in the back, or something that's also weak to flying. That's definitely something else that could be in back. That's definitely a mistake on our Bastiodon friend here. I definitely want to go to throw the Flamethrower instead of the Stone Edge. Obviously, Stone Edge is resisted. They do have a Medicham in the back, so they do have something that is weak to flying in the back. Now, I caught this move, but I still decided to shield it up, and that was definitely a bad move on my part. Now, the opponent decides to swap in the Visitrebel here, which is definitely an interesting move. I made a lot of mistakes today with this team also, and that could be why I lost a lot of these ones. Like shielding up the Leaf Blade there, questionable. At the same time, not so much, because, you know, we want the health on our Noctowl, because that's definitely going to be what our win condition is. But yeah, that's going to win us the game, and I do believe that's all the battles that we do have for today. I just want to take a second. Thank you guys so much for coming by and viewing the video. If you did enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment what battle was your favorite, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we just had a video that hit another 2K views. That's my second videos that hit over 1,000 views. I'm so grateful for you guys. We're at about 75 subs at the making of this video. Once we make 100 subs, I'm going to be doing a little 100 sub special. So thank you guys so much. This is the last video here. If you want to, I would, you know, kind of, I guess I'll give you guys a little bit of a tour here. I got my bed and my, this is kind of, if we swing it around, this is kind of what the recording setup kind of looks like. So I have OBS streaming, and I have, you know, my stuff here, and on this screen I have the recording, so that's kind of what that is mirroring. But I have my room here. You guys have seen kind of a lot of it, but as you can see, I've got all my shit sort of packed up on that side, getting it all packed up. If you, I don't know if you can see, this is kind of a really boofed way of doing this, but got shit here packed up, and we're gonna be moving in to the dorm coming here pretty soon, guys. So, you know, that's pretty much it, and thanks for watching all this time. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.